Greetings, YouTube land. Welcome back to my channel, and or if you're new here, hello. My name is Emma, and today I'm going to do a video on automating your jump cut process for YouTube. This idea came to me. I essentially taught myself how to do this all today. The idea came when the other day I recorded a 45-minute long video. There was a lot of pauses and gaps, and I tried jump cutting a portion of it, but it was just too hard to go through a 45-minute long video and think, do I want to keep this segment? How much do I want to splice it or not? And you cut these parts out, and you're just focusing on the granularities so that by the time you're like a quarter way through, it's just like, oh, who wants to bother with that? So I thought, oh, here's $1 million app idea, and after I Googled it and I didn't really find anything about it, but I was just sort of changing my queries. It's always a good practice if you can't find out how to do something through a Google search, just try tweaking what you're asking. I forgot what I ended up searching, but I found this one message board where someone was asking a similar question, and there was 5 responses that said, nope, you can't do this. You can do this if it's just an audio track, but you can't do it for video. And then someone said, oh yeah, you can. And they just put a screenshot, and they said it was done in Reaper, and I've heard of this program, and so I thought I'd give it a shot. But I didn't really see any full tutorials on how to do the whole thing from start to beginning, and even sort of what I was looking up on how to just do the automatic trim functionality. It wasn't really geared towards YouTube, and in this tutorial I'll give you the settings that I came through after a lot of testing. So yeah, hopefully this will encourage you and young new YouTubers and creative folks, as well as experienced ones, to make higher quality videos, and also just lighten the load that it takes to go into editing and content creation. So the first step is installing Reaper, and you can install Reaper by, I have 2 monitors, by the way, and my goal is to sort of avoid opening up browser windows in my recording screen, because I want to keep my YouTube and my career and my school separate. I was thinking about doing a video on why. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested. I'll probably do it anyway. And so because I have to open it up in a new tab, sometimes I'll be looking over here, and then I'll be dragging the file back. So here I'm just going to Google download Reaper. Okay, so the Reaper download is here, reaper.fm/download, and I don't know, is that supposed to be a Madonna joke? But anyways, I have 64-bit. This tutorial should work if you have 64 or 32, and if you have a Mac, then I'm pretty sure the concept will be similar. I know everything that I'm going to do in here will be supported by Mac, but it's obviously going to be slightly different. So I already downloaded the 64-bit. It's a basic install process. This is an executable file. You run it, and if you don't know how to do that, I'm not going to make videos on that. So this is where it installs to. I think, yeah, this is where it installs to. I'm on Windows 10. Again, here I've actually removed the navigation pane, which shows like the shortcuts to quick access my computer and all that, because right on this side I have my OneDrive, which says my company name, and it says my the school that I go to, and I want to try to keep those separate. So here I've installed. This is what the basic install looks like. This is what the basic install looks like. It's right in your program files. Okay, so it's in your C drive, right in program files. Here's Reaper. Here we are. So in Reaper, we want to download. There's like a. All right, so you've already downloaded Reaper. We're going to close that. Here is the window. Here's the window to get the Reaper DLL. So I have a 64-bit, and I click this. I download the zip file. I'm not going to actually click it and show you how to download it, because that opens up my privacy stuff, my school and my job. So let's go here. So we're just going to extract it here. I had some issues extracting it directly into the C drive program. So you can just do it here, drag it. Well, actually, wait. I'm gonna show you how it doesn't work if you. Here we go. Reaper's asking if I want. So here's the Reaper. The Reaper program. Here's my video clip, and I'm dragging it in here. It's going to say 1 of 1, cannot import items. Yeah, it's not bad. We have these from zip file we got from that website, and we will select them all. Oh, before we do it, let's close the program. Now we select them all and we move it here. New, close that, close this, and I will drag this clip in here. And before it wasn't working, and now it will be. Okay, so since I've dragged it in here, you can see that it's not in the right position. So you just click and you just move it a little bit. Right now we have it set to like beats and seconds, but we want to change that to minutes and seconds. So we can see it's a little above 24 seconds. And now we're going to make sure we have the track fully selected. It's going to turn a lighter color. We go over to Actions, Show Action List, type Auto Trim. Okay, I set up this shortcut manually. You can set it up to whatever you like by hitting Add and typing in whatever shortcut you want. Control, could be that. Press OK, and it saves, and that way you can access it quick. I'm sure if you're a YouTuber and this works out for you, you might start using it a lot. So highly recommend the shortcut key, but at first you'll need to access it through the Actions menu. So we hit that, we select that, and we hit Run. And here I've customized all these settings. I'm not an audio engineer. Unfortunately, I wish I was. I have a lot of friends who are, so I hope they're not disappointed if they see this video and hear me say that I really don't know too much about why it would have set automatically by default negative 45 as the decibel. I really did play around with these settings a lot and found I was only able to get a decent process going when I set it to negative 20 decibels. Hysteresis, that is, but it was 0 by default, and everywhere I looked else said that it's pretty okay to leave that as 0. Get some water. I'll be right back. Oh, actually I have water right here. So here we want to ignore silence shorter than 20 milliseconds, which means that we're essentially sure if there's a space of silence that's only like a fraction of a, like we want to keep it. Yeah, there's just sometimes where you're taking a breath. You know, if you cut out literally all of the, like, if you cut out a decent amount of silence in a video, you wouldn't realize how important it is to have like a little bit of quiet, a little bit of like softness, especially if your voice gets soft. This 200 milliseconds kind of makes it so that you don't give your audience a seizure with jump cuts. And when it comes to the non-clips, which are the talking clips, we want to make sure that they're no shorter than a second. 1,000 milliseconds is a second. And so we just, you know, if there's also like as you finish a sentence, the end of your speech, you know, might be quiet. Like you don't want these harsh cuts in the audio. Like this is, you know, it's focusing on a sound, but also the video, since it's doing both, like you might not, yeah, you'll just end up sort of just cutting out all these parts of your video that you'll see are pretty important, and sort of to add to the safety measure of, you know, not over splicing your video clip. We have a leading and a trailing pad, and this is basically half a second leading, half a second ending. So that's you know, if there's like these chunks right here, want to leave like half a second after this and half a second before this, so we can cut this out, but leave a little bit of space, and it's going to be really nice. I tested this, you know, before. It works really nice. If you don't like how it cuts your videos, like you can fully customize this, which is what makes this program so great. There's really a lot of like smart tools that dumb down the ability of what you can do, and I find that really frustrating. That could be a whole topic to itself. But anyways, this I was set, so I left that as is. This was set as default, and it just makes the most sense. You want to split and remove the silent areas. You don't want to keep them, and then like this, it's you know, ignore it. Just keep it to split and remove silent areas. And I left all these unchecked. Some of them were checked by default. This was like grayed out at first, but I changed stuff around, so it re-enabled itself. So you can play around and get that to go, but I presume if you set all this up, it'll work fine. So we do not want to preserve the timing of the non-silent areas because the talking areas, like here, preserving the timing would mean cutting this out and then keeping this over here at this space, maybe cutting this out and keeping all this stuff like right where it is, cutting this out, you know, so all of these talking parts, like they wouldn't move to the left, which means like this whole space would be like black video and silence. You get the video with the talking, black video and silence, talking, silence, talking, you know, no video here. And then you haven't really ultimately shortened it. So do not preserve the timing. Split grouped areas at times of selected item splits. It's not really grouped, it's just one clip. So, you know, a clip here is what they call an item. So just, yeah, you don't need that. This was unchecked and you don't need that either. So I'm going to hit process and just remember here is like this blank and it's like over 24 seconds. So when I hit process, oh, there you go. It's, you know, under 20 seconds long now. And even that space in the beginning, which was like probably, you know, a full like 2 seconds or something, it's now shortened. And so this is what we have in the video. Greetings, YouTube land. This is a sample clip for automatic trimming tutorial in YouTube. I don't really have much to say here, so yeah, adios. And I hit ESC to escape screen when I double click that. And so yeah, that's the tutorial on how to do automatic jump cuts for YouTube. I will make sure that the link to download in the description. I recommend definitely remember to make a backup copy of that zip file in case that website ever goes away. Reaper itself actually is not that expensive. I think it's under $100, maybe even under $50. I just taught myself how to do all this today, so haven't really saw the pricing on Reaper yet. I'm still evaluating it for the first 60 days, but I think this is pretty cool. And I recorded this for the first time in Open Broadcaster, so I'm going to try to that into Reaper and do that. So that'll be cool. I saw that Open Broadcaster is saving the video files in a funny type of a file. So you might need to convert the file. I'm not sure if Reaper will accept, I think it's like a .fvk or some weird extension I had never seen before. And with that, I hope you found this helpful. I hope, you know, if you know someone that would find this helpful, you can go ahead and share it with them. If you have any questions about the process, leave a comment. If this helped you, leave a comment or a like or a dislike. And let me know if you want to see more tutorial videos from me or whatever. And I will see you in the next video or something. Adios.